How's it going, guys? Tonight we're going to go ahead and make a bunch of my favorite plinking round for 300 Blackout. Here we have the Lee 312155, size down to 309 with 300 Blackout. We are using approximately 12 grains of the Shooter's World heavy pistol powder. I had to kind of go between the language they have here on the model versus some Gordon's reloading tool. But what I've got here is a load approximately 1500 feet per second out of my 10.5-inch barrel, and it is spot on at 25 and 50 yards. I'm hitting steel all day at 100, 200 yards. As long as you know your holdovers, this is a great load, great for training, great for cheap planking, you name it. I am loving this load right now. So here you go, guys. We're going to show you how to load some of it. Alright guys, so here we go. We have dialed in our RCBS Uniflow to 12 grains of Shooter's World heavy pistol. Here we have 60 grains on our 505 scale with a 5-throw average right at 60 grains, so that way we know we're on. So here we are. We're going to show you how to load these next 10 pieces of brass here on the Dillon 550C for 300 Blackout plinking rounds. Here we go, folks. Okay guys, so we've got 10 shells here. We're going to go ahead with stage 1 of our Dillon. Everybody knows that is where you're going to resize your die. However, I have a expanding die on stage 1, as we have already prepped our brass on the single stage yonder way. And on the downstroke here, I'm going to prime my 300 Blackout. So what we have is we have this expanded neck where we can fit our cast bullet, and we also have a primed case here with a Fiocchi small Magnum rifle primer. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and rotate our Dillon. I now have an empty piece of brass. We will run it up. It's going to get expanded here on stage 1. We will go ahead and prime it here again on stage 1. This one is not getting powdered just yet, as it would on stage 2. I'm going to move it over to stage 3. And now I'm going to show you how we're going to powder that charge right as I slide this one in here. And then we're going to go ahead and grab this out of slot number 3. You're going to notice there's no powder inside. So we're going to come to our RCBS Uniflow and get exactly 12 grains of powder. Come back to stage number 3. Grab our classic 312155, size down to 309. And we're going to get that started here. We're going to run that one up all the way home. We're going to run it home. Come on back down. And again, I think I primed this one earlier. I need to work on that process. But this one in stage 3 has been successfully seated. And now we will move over to crimp. The next one falls out. We're going to put a new case in here. And now we shall prime this with powder. We've got 12 grains. Beautiful. We're going to toss a bullet right on top. Send it home, folks. There it goes. Prime on your way down just to make sure. Give it a good turn. We put a new piece in. We have this nice prime brass. Once again, please remember, I'm missing the powder funnel for stage 2, or else this would all be automatic. But I'm just powder charging really quick over here on the RCBS Uniflow. So there we go. We got stage 1. We have a new piece. Stage 2 is absolutely nothing at this point. Stage 3, we have now powdered our fresh primed case. We're going to come down. Boom. New case. New powder. Give it the old 1-2, swing it around, throw the case in, there we go, run it up, Give it a prime. We have our last case here. Grab this out of stage 3. Prime. And again, you might be able to see it. It's very, very hard to see. But I can definitely confirm that's what we have. I've got my bullet. We're going to run it up. Perfect. And down. And primed. And turn. We got our case. We have primed. We are placed. We're now set. We're running it. There's nothing there now. I'm on my very last one. And there we have our very last 312, 155, and 300 blackout sights to 309 with 12 grains of Shooter's World heavy pistol. One more, there we go. Boom, everything has been crimped. And if you've been following me, I've been having some issues with my crimp die. We'll get into that later. But there we are, folks. A brand new 312, 155, 300 Blackout. Such a beautiful piece of American history. Just love it. Why don't you? Thanks for joining me, folks. We'll see you next time. If you have any questions, if you have your favorite 300 Blackout load, let me know. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Happy New Year's.